No
So,
problem.
so you're playing mellophone out at River City Rhythm.
That is correct. I marched in 2016 with River City Rhythm, and now I'm back for my age out year with them.
Excellent. And so before 16, did you do high school marching band? Did you do any other marching arts activity?
Yeah, I did my high school's marching band in 2014 and 2015. I was from Minnesota, so we do these kind of weird summer parade shows. So actually, for me, marching a few corps, even though I had done my high school band for a couple years.
Excellent. So, what attracted you to join River City and march there for a couple of years?
I was I realized I'm not the strongest musician, so I definitely felt like it was a great place for me to learn and to grow, and I met some of my greatest friends here. So I'm really happy to come back and, the core is growing with me that um it's just exploded over the last few years. I think we're going to have about 50 brass this year, which is a huge step up. I think I counted 36 brass in my first year. So it's just a great place for students to grow if they do wish to move on to world class. And it's also a great experience if that's what you want out of drum corps. So I'm excited for this year.
Excellent. Well, so you bring up a great point, which is the growth of a core like River City Rhythm. Even just in the 2 years, or this being in the third season from 16, 17, and then 18, how is it different kind of just in the camps that you've been to? If you look back and you compare it to that first year you were in 16 to 18, I mean, help us understand what that feels like to have such a different vibe.
Yeah, it really is incredible. Just I feel like not only is are the numbers growing, but also the quality of talent. We're starting to make a name for ourselves in Minnesota. I know we still have lots of room to improve. But before River City Rhythm, there were the three all age cores, Minnesota Brass, Governors, and Chops. So I feel like now we're on our way to becoming a quality group within the state. So we're attracting more hornline members right to River City Rhythm um, compared to some of the DCA cores in the past years. I feel at least.
Excellent. And I think you touch on something that I think is really important. And, I think when a lot of students, especially younger students, they kind of get hooked on drum corps, they immediately imagine themselves in, a top six or a top three or whoever won uh, took gold that year. They imagine themselves in that specific drum corps, and that becomes kind of their dream. But where I think there's a really unique experience that can be had, especially at some place like River City Rhythm, is I don't think anyone's going to kid themselves and think that River City is going to contend for gold this year in world class, but the ability to be a part of something like you are, of really building something and watching it grow, and if you think back to even what would have been like to be in Carolina Crown in 1993 to 1995 when they went to their first world class or D1 at the time finals, and be a part of that growth. And that's what you're really getting to be a part of right now. So how does that feel to really be a
Yeah,
part of something that's really taking
yeah, for
off?
sure. That's something we really tend to hype up. That we're setting a foundation that who knows where River City Rhythm will go. Um, there's no real blueprint out. Some groups move straight, trying to move straight up to world class as quick as possible. Recently Genesis and Music City are examples, and then there are also examples like Spartans who have been around uh, for a bunch of years now, and they're comfortable, at least from my understanding, they're comfortable around being an open class core. So yeah, it's really exciting to be able to see something to grow. And me being an age out, it's something I definitely plan to stick with River City Rhythm, helping out on however I can, whether that's being in the helping with food or helping with props or whatever. That's something I definitely want to continue to help out with and see grow even after I'm done marching.
Yeah, I think that's really great, and I think that's what I wish I had known a little bit more about some of the D2 and D3 corps at the time when I was at the age I could march, because the experience that you're getting is, I mean, it's not the same as anywhere else, but it doesn't have to be the same as anywhere else. I mean, you're getting an
Yeah, for
amazing
sure.
experience, and that's what's right for you. So that's
Yeah,
great.
it's all band at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, you're running around with a horn on your face or a drum on your back and making music. So it's all the little things. If you got a quality organization, and it sounds like you've really got one there, you can't grow the way that River
Yeah,
City is without being a quality organization.
yeah, I definitely can't speak highly enough of the admin staff and put in the work to make it possible for us members. I think one thing that's definitely impressed me is that the mindset of steady growth. That we can't jump to full core right away. That we have to get the stuff behind the scenes done first, and then we can start you know getting up to more horns and more props and all those sorts of things.
Well, excellent. So moving into the 2018 season a little bit, it doesn't look like, or it looks like the show title has been announced, but none of the repertoire. Is that correct?
That is correct at this point. I think opener is original composition. Might be based on some stuff, but at this point, most of our stuff is original composition, so
Oh,
not a ton to release at the time.
okay. That'll be really exciting to play something completely original. It's gotta be fun.
Yeah, yeah. The opener is really fun. There are a lot of really cool mellow lines in it, so that'll be something we can hype for to open out the to open up the show. So play a big role in that.
Well, fun. So yeah, any mellows out there, pay attention to the opener of River City this year. And remind me, what's the title of the show?
Um, oh boy, it's each hour wounds, I
Okay.
believe. I
Yep.
should probably know this a little bit better.
Yeah, you got enough to think about. All right.
Yeah, it's each hour wounds, last one kills.
Ooh, that sounds like there's been kind of a theme of lots of, I'll just call them angry shows. And I don't know that
Yeah,
if yours is an angry show,
yeah,
but I know there's between
yeah.
Boston and Crown and
I
everybody else.
think I don't think it's so much angry. It's we have the type we have the kind of explanation behind it. Basically, it's reflective show on our time here is on this earth is temporary, but kind of in the greater scheme of things it's the grand cycle, and our shared experiences kind of form the infinity.
Awesome.
so
That sounds
so
pretty
so
conceptual.
yeah, it's definitely a conceptual show, which has been different than our past couple years of shows with this organization. So I think it's definitely something, as our membership is more mature, that we're ready to take on that challenge.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate you spending time with us tonight. My last question, we were just talking with Mehdi out at the Mandarins, and he brought up kind of the moment where he was really kind of grabbed by drum corps, and he thought, man, that's something I really want to do. Um, do you have that moment where you were first exposed to drum corps? Might not have been the first time you ever saw it, but really the first time you ever went, oh, that is something I want to be a part of.
Yeah, I would say it was on my high school band trip in 2014. We were coming back and we stopped. We got to see the Whitewater show, which I was just blown away by. So many great shows there. I would say probably Blue Stars 2014 was what grabbed my attention the most. Just an incredibly awesome show. And um, I mean, at the time, I had no idea what general effect was, but definitely just like a show brimming with general effect, with kind of the blueprints of the house, and the singing moment and the closer was phenomenal. So I think, yeah, I think Blue Stars 2014 would be the show that grabbed my attention.
Well, excellent, and you got to see it live. I mean, that's there's not a lot of
Yeah,
people who get who
yeah.
have that grabbed a moment live.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a lot of
First,
people on
first
video or something
experience
else.
was first experience was live, and then after that, Blue Devils went on with their 2014 show, which, I was I, I still don't know about artists. Wow, that is a clean show, and it is, I think, like early July. But yeah, that was incredible to see live as well.
Well, excellent. Well, thanks a lot, Spencer, for spending some time with us tonight. We will keep touch with you over the course of the season, and we'll certainly be tracking what looks to be a really great step forward for River City Rhythm this year. Anything else you want to leave us with tonight before we let you go?
Nope, move-ins are June 15th, so about a month from now, but should be a really exciting year. We've our rehearsal schedule is much more consistent than in the years past, so I think it'll be a great jump year for the qualitatively, and just the product we put on the field scores not.
All right. Well, that sounds exciting. Well, thanks again for your time tonight, and we will talk to you here in a couple of weeks.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks, Spencer.